Take one.
Where you are?
I'm going first?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you do a little address. Do a little start. Yeah. Walter, you introduce it.
Okay.
Come with
Hey, am I loud enough?
It's live.
our wonderful housekeeper.
Where is the other? 1, 2, 3. So तर आहे सगळे गोंयकार जे भाशेन म्हणलेले प्रेस कॉन्फरन्स घेतले with regard to the incident yesterday in Anjuna where a freedom fighter's son and his British wife were thrown out from their house. Not only were they thrown out, their maid was threatened and intimidated. Their luggage and their fridges and their washing machines were loaded onto tempers and taken away. The issue here is not about whose house it is. The issue here is about the law and order situation prevailing in Goa at the moment. We have seen numerous incidents of 15-20 people coming in, breaking into people's house and entering their house and denying them entry. Civil issues are not to be settled by police in police stations or questioned even about it. There is the law which the police have to obey also and arrest people who are breaking the law in such a brazen manner. Now you can listen to what the owner of the house, Mrs. Bonnie Sinari, wife of Rajesh Sinari of the Taligaon freedom fighter family, has to say with regard to this incident. Ribandar.
Okay, I'll just give a brief background. I'm not the owner of the house. In fact, I'll just give you a little bit of how we came into possession of the house. In January 2024, I contacted one of my old associates, or a friend, an old acquaintance of mine, and spoke to him about buying, the option of buying his home that had been sitting vacant for 8 years. He agreed that it was possible, and based on that we could do this. And based on this agreement, we started repairing it. It was completely disheveled. It was not livable. And we spent around 30 lakhs of rupees repairing it. After being handed possession by the former caretaker, under instructions of the owner, Michael Peters. We also started paying for it in installments, every month 50,000 rupees. And so after spending 4 months and 30 lakh of rupees fixing the property and making it habitable, we moved in on the 1st of May 2024. Then it came to be known to us that there was an 8-year-old ED confiscation order. At this time, Janardhan Karate, non-Goan, was appointed power of attorney, and this was to deal with the appeal so that we could continue and purchase the property. As soon as Janardhan Karate was appointed POA, the pressure started and he tried to get us out of the house. Since I refused, various attempts to convince, coerce, and scare us out of the property were made, none through legal channels. Then 1 week ago, my family and my lives were threatened by a caller claiming to be passing from some Zenito. Realizing that these were not attempts to remove us in any legal manner, I dug my heels in and remained in the home that we have lovingly restored for our family. Yesterday, while we were out of the house in Mapsa, 30 gangsters armed to the teeth with knives, pistols, machetes, baseball bats gathered around the property. They entered the compound banging on the front door, claiming to be police. They broke open the main door, succeeding only after 15 minutes of attempts, with our dear 60-year-old local Goan housekeeper, Isabella, screaming with terror from inside. They packed our belongings into waiting vehicles, 3 truckloads that we know of, and took them away to a still unknown location. We don't have those. They quickly transported our terrified housekeeper away in a car when news of the police were coming. When they got news of the police arriving. Last night, neighbors reported that there were multiple altercations with unsuspecting tourists who had lost their way in our cul-de-sac, and knives were drawn in one of these instances by the people that have taken the property. The house is still being held hostage. We've been dispossessed of our home and belongings, including money, family gold, jewelry, washing machines, family heirlooms from all over the world, furniture, clothing, documents, phones, computers, my daughter's toys and study books, plus much, much more. Criminal intimidation, robbery, dacoity, amongst other criminal offences, are here at large. Now I want the police to remove the gangsters from our home that they are illegally occupying while showing no regard for law and order. I'm ready to fulfill our agreement to purchase the property as I have been all along. Whatever we need to discuss, they have no right to rob our possessions. These are criminals at work, and we should be being supported by the government and the police. Why are these robbers being allowed to continue as if nothing has happened? Thank you. Next.
Mr. Sinari, you want to speak regarding this?
No, she's good enough. She's told everything. I don't have much to say because I'm a bit too shocked for what has happened. So I have no words to express.
No, since you are related to freedom fighters, so that's the reason why we want your say.
Freedom fighter, IGP.
So that's the reason.
Yeah, I come from the freedom fighter family, and one of my uncles was the first Goan IGP, plus he was the first DG also. But yeah, that shocks me more because I called the police. As soon as I came to know from the neighbor, Rajesh, there are 30-35 people banging your door, breaking it down. Isabella, our maid who was inside, she was screaming the hell, they could hear it. And I called the police, and police said, oh, where, how to? So I told them also, they are all armed, because the neighbor told me they are all armed, because they could see their machetes and pistols. That they are well equipped, and 35-40 of them. Yeah, we are going, and only 2 policemen came in the car, which is informed to me by my neighbor. They came, they saw the thing, and they turned the car and they went off. In between, they put her in the car, telling her that this is a police car, and took her driving all around Anjuna. She's from Anjuna only, and dropped her on the road. Took a video of her saying, you're safe now, no? You're okay, you're safe. Yeah, but she was totally traumatized, She has a little, at the age, she's old, so she has little cerebral problems, so she has to live on tabs every day. She was completely shaken. She had to go to the toilet a couple of times. They wouldn't allow her to go to the toilet. One woman came with her after some time to go to the toilet, came back, said, I want water, so where is your bag? They wouldn't allow her to call Bonnie or any of us. No, you're not going to call this. Go there, picked her up, put her in the car, and dropped her somewhere else. So the police didn't do anything. Then one more time I called them, same story. By the time we reached, they said, oh, we have your maid and some boys from the attackers. And you have to come to the police station. I said, okay. We come to the police station, something like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Yeah. I see there is no maid there of ours. There is nobody there. Yeah. So I asked
It's
the
in the
police.
afternoon or in the morning?
This is lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
The whole thing happened at 11.
11
Midday, in the
Midday,
middle of the
midday.
broad daylight. 30 gangsters in broad daylight.
It's not in the night or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I asked them, what is happening? Oh, this is happening, he's going to come. They must be on the way, they must have gone on a different call. So I introduced myself, Baba, I'm so and so. Is there? No, nothing, son. So some friend of us called and say, you call, what he said to you call who? Emergency what?
Flying squad.
You call the flying squad. So we called the flying squad. We called it twice. They just put the phone down. Then I called. I spoke to them. Where there's a YouTube video of it while I'm speaking to them. Yeah, that's the one. I don't think they have done anything. They just came from them. Because I didn't get any reply. Because flying squad sent us a reply. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what we're concerned about is that, that this is just being allowed to happen, and it's still happening, and still our property is not returned.
Because for us, it's an armed robbery and dacoity. kidnapping her, giving her some kind
She was being held what? Hostage all along.
Yes.
When she was released?
She was released something at 2:30, 3 o'clock, somewhere on the road. She went home, then we found her, we brought her to because we don't know what is happening in the house. We don't know what is happening in the house and what had happened. So to get the whole story out from her. Then she was totally shaken all the time. So it took her nearly 2-3 hours to calm down and specify to tell us the whole story. And by the time we could write and edit the whole complaint, it was nearly 9:30. But till now nothing has happened.
So where are your belongings now?
We don't
We have
know.
no idea. We know it is gone in
The
the
truck taken to goodness knows where. We still don't know what has gone and know where it has gone to. And nor does it seem
the
like
police has not done anything about it till now.
till now.
till now we don't know
We
anything.
don't know.
Only we have what we left home in yesterday.
This is the
What
clothes,
we
the
left
only
home in
clothes we
yesterday
have.
morning is what we
Nothing.
have.
Rajesh, anything in writing to the cops? Saying you have some.
Yes,
Ah,
she will
so-
give you a
so
digital.
I have the copies. Anybody that
Yeah,
wants
she will forward
copies, I
the
have.
digital copy.
Yeah.
Be sure. That's all.
Yes. I have copies, digital copies of 3 complaints.
So it's at the Anjuna police station, right?
We've submitted things at Anjuna Police Station, Mapsa, Porvorim,
Not
Panjim.
OSP.
We've
SP
sent
and
to
then
the
SP.
British Embassy. We've sent to CBI.
Any FIR is filed?
Anyone?
Yeah, last night we filed the FIR, but I don't know if it is
Regarding
registered.
yesterday?
No, was the FIR registered?
No. He doesn't
We have
know
no
that it
idea.
is registered.
No?
Only complaint has been
They are
given.
just stamped there.
But FIR he has filed.
Acknowledgement complaint.
Just a
We
stamp
have
there.
acknowledgement stamps.
PPI registered.
It's mandatory.
So now your wherever you are staying in the house, that is in their possession right now.
Where
we
They
were
are
staying,
staying.
yeah.
We have nothing.
We have nothing. We
have
stay
the clothes that
just
we
some
left
friend's
home
house. We
yesterday.
are.
शंकर पोळजी आता तुम्ही जे कितें घडलां तें सगळें तुमी आयकलें आनी सेम परिस्थिती आमी आसगांव फाटीं पळयलेली आनी आतां हें कंटिन्यू जायत आसा म्हाज्या हिसपान जाल्यार सीएमान एक सर्कुलर काडपाची गरज आसा की सगळ्यांची घरां आमी बाउन्सर घालून सगळ्यांक खाली करतले म्हणून आयज गोंयचे पुलीस सक्षम ना कशें दिसता म्हाका गोंय सांबाळपाक आयज बाउन्सरांची गरज पडटा आनी पुलीस स्टेशनाचेर जेन्ना कोण कंप्लेनी करूंक वयता तांकां वरां बसोवन दवरता सो वेलकम टू जंगल राज सद्या गोंय हें जंगल जाल्लेलें आसा आनी हांगा जे कोण पयशेकार आसा आनी जेंचे कडेन गुंड प्रवृत्तीचे लोक आसा तेच हांगा राज्य करूंक शकता हे आयज सिद्ध जाल्लेलें आसा कित्याक सांग हे कंप्लेनी परत जायत आसा आमी पयलींच सांगलां लॉ अँड ऑर्डर सिट्युएशन सारकें आउट ऑफ कंट्रोलान ना म्हणून आमच्या आमी गँग रेप पळयले जे गोंयान केन्ना जायनासलेले चायल्ड मॉलेस्टेशनां पळयलीं हे जे टेन्युअर आसा सरकाराचे वर्स्ट टू वर्स्ट सारखे आणि आयज जे लोक घरान रावतात तांकां बाउन्सर घालून काडटात ही परिस्थिती आयज कॉमन जाल्लेली आसा सो आनी हेच्या फुडें कितें उलयनचें दिसना प्रमोद सावंतान जाप दिवपाची गरज आसा कित्याक फाटल्यान म्हाजे उबो आहा तो गोंयचो पयली डीजीपीची फॅमिली आनी दुसरें म्हटल्यार फ्रिडम फायटराची फॅमिली आयज जर फ्रिडम फायटराची फॅमिली सुरक्षीत ना जाल्यार कोण सुरक्षीत आहा ह्या प्रश्नाचें उत्तर गोंयच्या सीएमान दिवपाची गरज आसा कित्याक सांग हे केसी आतां वाडत चल्लेले आसा आनी म्हाज्या हिसपान जाल्यार फाटल्यान आहा ती फॉरेन नॅशनल ही न्यूज आख्ख्या वर्ल्डाक पावतली आनी आमच्या गोंयांक शाबासकी मेळटली अशी म्हाका जाल्यार दिसता कितें आनीकूय जर तुमचें पोट भरोंक ना न्हू जाल्यार घरान घुसा आनी रेप करपाक लाया देव बरें करूं
हांव एकूच सांगूंक सोदतां ज्या पद्दतीन आतां पळय तेणें आपणाचे प्रॉब्लम पळय फुडें काडला मिडियाच्या फुडें आनी कालूय त्या हेचेर सांगलेलें हितून दाखयता आमचो पुलीस फोर्साक कांय अधिकार ना पळय तो हालीं हिंगा दाखयता की गुंडाराज आनी बाउन्सराचें हें आहा पळय तें आमचे पुलीस आहात म्हणटा पळय ते हालीं युनिफॉर्म घालून हालीं पळोवपाक म्हणटा पळय ते कित्याक आयज गरज आसली कितेंय तर इश्यू आहा तेंचो पुलिसान येवन हातीन घेवपाचें नो हे बाउन्सर आनी गुंडान सो हितून दाखयता जो आमचो लॉ अँड ऑर्डर सिट्युएशन पळय गोंयान आहा तें काबार जाल्ल्यान सबसायड जाल्ल्या कडेन आहा आनी येत ना म्हणून लॉ अँड ऑर्डर हें काबार जाल्ल्या कडेन सो आतां जो पळय आतां ताका इन्सिडंट जाला तो हितून बिंग अ फॉरेन नॅशनल ती हो न्यूज आमचो भायर वयतलो शंकर बाबान सांगला पळय हे न्यूज भायर वयतलो आनी भायर वचोन हेचेर परिणाम ट्युरिजम सॅक्टर आमचो ट्युरिजम मिनिस्टर सांगता ट्युरिजम आमकां हाय एंड ट्युरिस्ट येतले हितून आमचें दाखयता हें आमचें गुंडाराज जालां पळय तें आनी हाय एंडूय ट्युरिस्ट येनात आनी ज्या पद्दतीन आमकां पळय हो मार बसता तो मानसोनाक ट्युरिजमाक बरो हो ट्युरिजमाक ह्यो वयर धरून येता पळय तो आनी जे पळय गुंडाराज जाता दाखयता ते हितून आमच्या बाउन्सर घालून हितून पुलिसी काबार जाल्ल्या कडेन ना आनी लोकांचो डिमोरलायज जाता हें ना जावपाक आमचो होम मिनिस्टर आहा प्रमोद सावंतान तेणें पळोवचें आनी हेचो कितें आहा सुटावो तो करून दिवचो इतलेंच म्हजें
हांव फकत एकूच सांगूंक सोदतां कसलोय लिगल एंगल असो कसलीय परिस्थिती असो कसलोय इश्यू असो कसलोय वाद विवाद असो तुम्ही कोणाक घरा भायर काडूंक शकना ह्या प्रमाणे तुम्ही कोणाक डिस्पॉसेस करूंक शकना लिगल एंगल जे कितें आहा तें कोर्ट पळयतले बट दीस सिच्युएशन वेर गुंडाज आर एक्टींग एज पुलीस एंड पुलीस इज रिमेनिंग क्वायट इफ दीस इज द सिच्युएशन पुलीस डिपार्टमेंटाक डिसमेंटल कित्याक करपाचें गुंड्याकच पावर दिया तांकांच DGP करात तांकांच IG करात तांकांच इन्स्पेक्टर करात सब इन्स्पेक्टर करात हवालदार करात आमकां पुलीस जाय कित्याक असल्या परिस्थिती ही परिस्थिती जी आयलेली आहा हे गोंयचे निसंटनाची सुरवात दीस इज द स्टार्टींग ऑफ डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ गोवा दीस इज द सेकंड एक्झाम्पल फर्स्ट वी हॅव सीन इन केस ऑफ आसगांव दीस इज सेकंड एक्झाम्पल अजून सांगता जाय तो लिगल एंगल आसा लिगल एंगल पळोवपाक पुलीस आहा लिगल एंगल पळोवपाक कोर्ट्साक आनी पुलिसाक अथॉरिटी आहा इंटरफेर करपाची न्याय दिवपाची न्हीद दिवपाची गुंड्याक न्हय हो गुंडा राज गोंयांत सुरू जालेलो आहा सेकंड एक्झाम्पल हो अजून आनीक एक्झाम्पल येतलें बस इतलेंच
I know Rajesh and Bonnie. Rajesh is a friend of my dad's. I'm not talking about the freedom fighter part of it or anything. But the government and the police department has to look at this from the point of view of a normal person getting threatened by gundas. Anybody can go through this kind of thing and it should not happen. When you're talking about tourism, both from the foreign perspective, because Bonnie is a foreign national, this news is going to go all over the place and you guys can forget about having a proper tourism over here as far as the foreign national is concerned. As far as the local tourist is concerned, they were also threatened, they were also beaten up by the same group of people. And in spite of multiple complaints to all the different police departments, till now the people still have possession of the house. They are still having a party inside. We are standing outside the police department right now asking for them to do something about it. Still till to this very point of time, nothing has happened. So this is the state of law and order in the state. There is absolutely no law. And everybody needs to think about this. Mr. CM Pramod Sawant, think about this. If you really want to have good tourism, I don't think this is the way it's going to start.
तुम्ही आता आयकला तुम्ही आता बाई आयकला हांव एकूच रिक्वेस्ट करता आमच्या CMाक प्रमोद सावंताक Sir, this is not the second incident, this is the third incident. There was one more in Anjuna where a family was beaten up by goons and thrown out. Now, what are you trying to project all over the state? You are the Home Minister, the police are under you. I want to know now if any house in Goa and तुम्ही कोण पळय घरा पळय आहात तुम्ही मातशें चोत्रांनी आयका खंयचेंय घर खंयच्याय गांठ्याक बरें दिसलें 20-25 गुन्स हाडले आनी तांकां भायर मारले Where is your law and order reached? Please, Mr. Pramod Sawant, Chief Minister of Goa. We have a foreigner who is involved also. This has a lot to do with our tourism also. And often you have made allegations of people spoiling the name of Goa. Yes, spoiling the name of Goa and reels corrupt. This is partly true. Now let us see what you do with regard to this family, whether you allow them to repossess their house, whether you call those bouncers and those whoever they might be, bring back all their stuff and see that they are back in the house. Tenka कितें legal recourse ha, the court ha korpak. Do not spoil the name of Goa. I believe before this press conference was started, they got a call saying that yes, we are going to bring all your stuff and you can move in, only to stop this press conference. Now it is nearly 24 hours plus, 34 hours zale. They are out from their house. They are staying with their friends. So Mr. Pramod Sawant, get them in before sunset. If you are the Chief Minister of Goa and you have control over your police and the dadas also. Dev bare karo.
वॉल्टर बाब आता जेन्ना हे इन्सिडेंट जाले काल इन्सिडेंट जाले लोकल पॉलिटिशियन कोण तरी येयले त्यांच्या सपोर्टाक पंचायत मे बी इवन MLA कोण तरी येयले सपोर्टाक त्यांच्या कित्याक तूं फुडें सरलो एक सोशल एक्टिविस्ट म्हणून
होय.
पॉलिटिशियन कोण येयले
I have informed his local MLA. Please understand one thing. The local MLA, his local MLA is not in charge of the home department. Okay?
बट did they come in solidarity at least?
They have not yet turned up. They called us up and they said, has the complaint been filed? Because there was a lot of time delay in accepting the complaint. The complaint was taken at 9:30, around 9:30. But where is the action from 9:30 last night till soon in a couple of hours? It will be 9:30, 24 hours. And we are not going to blame our MLA because he is not the home minister. And the police don't come under him. Huicha hui blame corrupt na. So MLA amcho korloi jai. But the entire state of Goa and this kind of dadagiri, the buck stops with the Chief Minister of Goa, the police are under him. You all know that.